Everybody, including security, was cooperative.
How many eggs did he throw? Are we talking about a full dozen or like 6?
Somebody did get arrested unrelated to the investigation of why we were there. It was a narcotics violation.
Could you tell us who was arrested?
Narcotics there when you went to serve the search warrant on the other day.
Correct.
Who was that,
Found
sir?
the narcotics. What kind of narcotics?
I believe it was cocaine, and I don't have his name. He was an adult. But he was an adult, but he's being processed, and so until that's finished, I won't.
Is Mr. Bieber connected to that cocaine at all? Is he?
He was not connected to that cocaine, other than the gentleman was staying at his residence.
Why does a vandalism incident rate rise to this level of concern, even though there is a threshold for felony?
The felony comes from the dollar amount of the damage.
Right.
And this resident sustained a great amount of damage that easily achieved the felony vandalism section.
Right, that's not my question. My question is, why does a vandalism case receive this level of attention from the lieutenant in charge of the detective bureau or the sheriff's station?
Well, it's a felony crime. I get that it was done with eggs, which makes you feel that it's a lower level crime, but a felony crime is a felony crime no matter how you commit it. And this crime rose to the felony section, and a judge signed a search warrant saying that we should go and get evidence related to the felony crime.
Was the damage just from eggs or anything else?
The damage, I believe, was from the eggs and the damage that the eggs caused to the residents.
Is Justin Bieber been exonerated, or is he still under investigation for what happened?
The investigation is ongoing. Again, he was not arrested nor exonerated at this time.
Lieutenant, what kind of...
Cocaine that was found was only on this fellow. Why was this fellow searched? Why was the fellow in the residence
The
searched?
cocaine, I believe, was in plain view of the deputies when they were looking for the other evidence.
Sir, can I ask you, Mr. Bieber, you said was questioned. Can you give us not the details of the questioning, but how long did it take? Was he questioned by one officer? Was he with other people? Was he alone during his questioning?
I don't believe Mr. Bieber answered any questions at the time we were there. I believe he'll probably do that through his attorney. So I don't have any information related to his question.
So as far as you're aware, he was not questioned there?
As far as I'm aware, he was not questioned other than during the search warrant, the normal questions that we would ask a resident.
Which would be like what?
How many people may be in the house, or what doors are locked, or such stuff of that nature.
Lieutenant, what kind of evidence is listed in the search warrant affidavit that could help with an investigation that involves egging?
Well, I mean, you could be looking for any number of things at that time, so I'm not going to release what exactly we were looking for, but obviously it doesn't take much of a stretch imagination to know that security video in these times help us with a lot of things.
How many officers, how many patrol cars responded, and why did it seem like so many were needed?
I believe there was probably almost a dozen detectives that were there. And the cars probably numbered about 8 to carry that many up there. And in these types of situations, we don't know what we're going to confront. Mr. Bieber, of course, is cooperative in most cases. However, we don't know who's staying at the house, and we don't know who may be under the influence of anything. And so it's always better to err on the side of safety, and I went along as well, just to be one of the numbers. And again, we did contact 7 or 8 people in the house, so I was thankful that we had 12.
Did you videotape the house, the exterior of the house?
We do. We videotape our entry and our exit from the house, and anything inside, as well as the house itself.
Was the house in question next door to his? Where's the house?
Yeah, it's a next door neighbor, yes.
Has there been a history of friction between Justin and the neighbor?
That I really don't know at this time.
What exactly was the damage to the house, and what's the estimated amount?
I'd have to get the exact amount. I know it was in the thousands of dollars, and we only need 400. The damage was to the exterior, the front exterior, pretty much the entire front exterior.
So Steve made fun of me when I tried to ask him this question earlier, but I've never dealt with this kind of a case before. I don't know if you have.
I have.
Can you match eggs found in a refrigerator, for example, to eggs used in a vandalism case?
I would assume that that's probably possible. That's really not our focus at this time. I think most all of us here probably have eggs in our refrigerator, and we're not going to do that. We were looking for other things that would put him or anybody else at the scene.
What did he say about this when he contacted him? What did he
He didn't give us a statement or talk to us regarding this at this time.
At any time, were attorneys for Mr. Bieber present in the house at all? Were there counsel there at any time during this investigation or search?
There was not any counsel there, just members of his security detail, and I'm not sure about the visa question. That would be for the State Department to.
Lieutenant. Officers with him during the egging incident, you think?
That I'm not aware of. That's what some of the evidence we collected is what we're hoping to tell us.
And can you tell us what the damage was to the house, broken windows or paint or what?
It was pretty much, I think, paint, and there was some, the houses in that neighborhood are of a quality that any damage is going to be extensive. So they had some imported wood and brick that was significantly damaged.
Can you say if the victim's house has surveillance video that you've obtained?
I'd have to talk to the lead detective on that. I'm not sure if we've obtained that or if, in fact, it would show the incident, but it's quite possible.
We're all making
I believe it was like 7:30 in the evening.
Sir, we're all, of course, making a bit of fun because it's eggs and everything. How serious do you and the Sheriff's Department take this incident?
Well, the Sheriff's Department hopes to enhance the quality of life of all our residents. And so I get that the eggs don't seem that significant, but it does rise to the level of a felony. There is a victim in this case who had extensive damage done to their home, and that's a serious incident. You would not like your quality of life, nor anybody would, to be kind of put in upheaval such as that. So there's extensive amount of damage, and I, as well as the Sheriff's Department, take that very seriously.
Okay, can you elaborate then, Lieutenant, because there have been reports that neighbors have had a lot of run-ins with him, not just this neighbor, but others. So if you are concerned about the welfare of everyone, what can you tell the neighbors to say, this isn't going to continue, these continuous run-ins?
Well, I certainly hope it doesn't continue. We didn't do this search warrant to send a message. That's not what we do. But we hope maybe understanding the gravity of this will change some of the behavior. I've met most of you from previous run-ins that have occurred at the residence with him or someone else. And so we hope that we can give the neighborhood the quality of life that they deserve. And
Lieutenant,
maybe this will do it.
Lieutenant, can you comment on a report that
Take away the security, the surveillance system?
Pardon?
Did they dismantle and take away the surveillance
That
system?
we did take a tech crew with us, and that we'll have to discuss with them. I know they were viewing it. They may have just viewed it. I can't release any of the evidence that we collected this time because honestly, I don't know right now what all we took. I came back a little
Is it
early.
accurate that Bieber called to report a complaint that his house was egged the next day?
I don't have that information. It is possible, but I don't have that information.
Lieutenant, how would you respond to those who say this level of response by the Sheriff's Department is due to the celebrity of Mr. Bieber?
And none of this has anything to do with him being a celebrity. This is a felony crime that we investigated and determined was a felony crime that had evidence. A judge signed a felony search warrant, and this could be Mr. Bieber, this could be you, this could be me, this could be anybody. We would do this same level of crime to anyone that committed this crime.
Okay, guys.
Fellow arrested for narcotics. How much was it?
I don't have that information. That's being processed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Was it?
Yeah, we're done with the presser, so we got the camera. We can go now anytime. Yeah, my